Get ready, because this is your backstage pass
into the real and raw reality
of being a hairstylist.
I'm Hailee.
And I'm Reilly. And this is the Light After Dark podcast. Hey guys, we're back.
Hey.
Episode 3 time.
So excited.
I think we're going to start the episodes like that for like 6 months.
Probably.
Just talking about how excited we are that we're actually finally like in the midst of the podcast.
Actually having this happen.
I know. It's actually been so fun to like actually talk about it with everyone at the salon.
I know.
Now that it's been announced.
Every time somebody's like, what's new? I'm like, oh, nothing. And then I'm like, wait, actually a lot of things. I keep forgetting that I can actually tell people about this now.
I know.
And then I'm like, oh.
I think most of my clients this week have come in and been like, oh my God, I'm so excited for the pod. And I'm like, oh my God, wait. People really know.
I know.
It's crazy.
This is real.
Today we want to talk about trends and the truth behind trends.
Yes, where they come from, how they are, what they are.
Right. So I feel like we definitely should start with just putting it out there what a trend is, because we all follow them and we all like kind of know, but do you really know?
Like, what is a trend?
So I'm going to look up the definition of a trend and I'm going to read it to you because that's what a trend is.
No better way.
The definition of a trend is a general direction in which something is developing or changing. And then it says a fashion as an example.
Period.
To me, trends start really small.
Mm-hmm.
And then over time they become popular.
Right.
And then after that, they just become normal.
Yes.
Something that everyone follows.
Right. I was always told that trends start overseas in like the European countries.
Yeah.
Because that's where fashion shows normally debut.
Yeah.
And then they slowly make their way over to us.
Right.
In
So
the States.
we were doing a little bit of research about trends in general, and she's like 1,000% right about that. I feel like traditionally, most of the time, trends come from high fashion first, and then celebrities, things like TV, music, movies, big corporations, and even the political climate, which sounds very weird.
Yeah, kind of
and
silly,
scary.
but it's true.
It is very true when you like deep dive and actually look into it. We were learning, we kind of already knew this a little bit, but trends start with the fashion shows and they're shown a whole season early.
Yes.
So
like New York Fashion Week, I think that just happened.
It was for the fall.
And that was, I'm pretty sure that was for the fall.
And it was in February.
And then like the one that's in the fall will be for next spring.
Exactly. So it's like a trend forecast, if you will.
Yeah.
So they start with these luxury brands and then slowly but surely trickle down and become widely accessible to many. And in the past, it used to be a really, really slow process because it was forecasted so early and then luxury, like available for luxury items, and then it was available to consumers. So it would be really slow, and I feel like they would last a really, really long time.
Yeah.
But now the way we treat trends and look at trends is definitely different because of social media.
Yes. It makes it so much easier for everybody to see.
Right. It can blow up overnight, and then the next day everyone has to have it. Like literally.
Amazon makes that possible.
And
TikTok
like
shop.
Exactly. And like all of these fast fashion companies, like all they care about is mass production and getting things out as quickly as possible and having a fast turnaround and making people buy it right now.
Yep.
Making you feel like you need it. It is funny, like with that, a lot of times we think we have these original ideas and we're so unique and whatever, but it's like a brand and their marketing or an influencer and their marketing.
And it's crazy how you can also just see it once and you get that idea. Like you think that like you kind of made it up.
No, exactly.
But like subconsciously.
Yeah, you see it once before it's widely popularized. You're like, oh, that's cute. I kind of think that's cute. And then a few weeks later, you notice you see it everywhere and you're like, oh, I knew about this trend first. No, you didn't. They played you. They know how to play us.
I feel like actually now that we're talking about it, I'm thinking of like when we were kids and infomercials were a thing. Because like that's not, well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like most people don't watch cable TV.
Right.
I feel like infomercials are not the same. But one thing I can always think of is like the little fushigi ball. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What is it?
Thing that I had, a fushigi ball. Like the little like kids' toys. It was that little glass ball.
That little magic ball.
That
could like, what could it do?
It could like levitate.
Yes.
And, like, you could like hold it and like it would float in your hands. That's like it's not a trend, but like it is a trend.
The original trend.
Like that's where it started, but that was you saw it on TV. You had to convince your parents to buy it for you. But the next thing you know, like all your friends have one.
Exactly.
And then it was on to the next.
Silly bands.
Yes.
Oh my God. We
Yep.
would call Five Below and wait weeks for
That
those
was-
things to get there. We'd show up on delivery day. Oh my God.
That was a classification of your status.
Do you remember the take apart erasers? Was that a thing at your school too?
Like the ones that
Little
like make into
food?
like a
Like-
oh, those. Yeah, yeah.
They
I
were-
was thinking of the ones that you could like take apart and it was like a cube and it fits into itself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I'm having so many memories like flash through my mind right
Yeah.
now, like the
The
Smensels.
I was just
Who
about to say
remembers
that.
Smensels?
The book fair, that was like the things there, those are trends.
Yes. Oh my God. It's
like in the
crazy.
kid version.
They've been getting us from day one. Okay, so another thing with the trends is we've all seen it happen right now with our clothing
Mm-hmm.
and how there's the 20-year fashion cycle.
mm-hmm.
We pretty much always follow it.
Yeah.
Right now we're going through a little 90s vibe
Yep.
era with the low-rise jeans and
everybody
the
wants it.
everything.
Yeah.
The denim on denim, the metallic, the little sprinkle of business casual throughout
Mhm.
there, sweatsuits.
Yep.
Everything.
And that makes sense because it's been 20 years. Well, it's been longer than that, but like
Yeah.
for the
Just
end
about.
of it,
Exactly.
I feel like it bases off of. We were doing research on it and it said it's about 20 years. Like 10 years is not long enough. 30 years is too long.
Right.
But I feel like it goes off of like the end of an era.
Exactly.
There's no way it goes off the beginning
No. No, there's no way.
because it's been over 25 years.
Exactly. From the beginning of the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say it probably goes off like the end of it.
Yeah, but we have been on this 90s kick for a little
little
bit,
while,
like with
that's
the
true.
slick back hairstyles and like
Yeah, I
like
guess that was
all
a 90s
like all the
thing. Yeah.
things. I feel like it's been slowly just we've been getting more and more and more of it.
Right.
And I mean sweat sets have been a thing for years. Like
Juicy
we've been-
Couture?
Yeah, hello. We've been on that one for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just crazy how much this stuff takes over our lives and how much we just like glance over it
Yeah.
and don't really talk about it. That's
It just happens.
really why we wanted to talk about this today, just because we find it so interesting
Mhm.
how it's just everywhere
Yeah.
and we just see it for face value and not for what it actually
Yeah.
is. It's just weird how much our thoughts are controlled by other people.
Yeah.
Low key.
And we don't even notice it's
I
happening.
could
either.
spiral about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even notice. We just
It's
think
doing it.
we've come up with all these cool things and all
We're not
that
the cool
stuff.
ones,
No.
unfortunately.
No, it's been planned for us.
Yeah, they know.
But with trends being able to blow up overnight like that, everything is so much less sustainable. And
Mhm.
I've already noticed, and I know other people have too, especially like adults older than us, that the quality of everything is shit.
Oh yeah,
Like it has gone down so much.
because it's just how
we're-
fast you can jump on it and how fast you can create that.
Yeah, and I was sitting here looking around at my stuff. I'm like, I have so much shit, but how do I want more shit?
Yeah.
Like we've been like programmed to
Mhm.
just want to buy and be
Mhm.
consumers like at heart.
Yeah.
And because of that, they downgraded the quality, so we have to keep buying more stuff.
Mhm.
So it's just crazy when you really look at it. So how does this relate to hairstyling?
So much. There's like
So
so many avenues that we could branch off on that one. I mean, people bring us trends all the time.
Yeah.
Just pictures in general. They don't even have to like say it. Just, can I have this?
Exactly. And I see the same picture 5 times in a week.
Yeah.
I also remember being in hair school and being told, like, people are going to sit down in your chair and say, so what's trending? And you just have to know. And I was like, yeah, as
It's
if. And then
The
I had
amount of
someone do
people
it
that
last
do
week.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have somebody probably once a week.
Yeah.
Ask me that.
What's trending? And I literally thought, I was like, ha ha ha, who says stuff like that? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
They ask all the time. Like, it's literally a part of our jobs to know what's trendy and what's not. And like, if again, something I've heard in hair school a lot was like, a lot of the times when hairdressers stop being good hairdressers, it's because they allow themselves to fall out of the trends and just
Mhm.
stick with what they
What they know. Yeah.
and don't keep learning and growing.
Mhm.
And that is a fear of mine. So
Yeah.
we're going to make sure that doesn't happen
Yeah.
by talking about the
Don't
trends.
have to worry about that.
No, exactly. That'll never happen. Back to how the political climate can tie into trends. I don't know why I'm so fixated on this, but I love to bring up the 2008 recession ombre.
When she said that when we were talking about it, I was like, where are you going with this?
It's literally like we were in a recession. Like y'all probably know, if you don't know, there was like a housing collapse in 2008. Like the market of everything was down and bad and people were in so much debt and had no money.
Mhm.
And the hair that was trending was basically grown out bleach outs.
Yeah.
It was because people couldn't afford to get their hair done. It wasn't because they liked the way it looked. I mean, they did in turn, and it was made to look a little bit better.
Mhm.
It was made to look more intentional,
Mhm.
but we were doing that because we were broke.
Not we. We were 3. Well, maybe not 3.
I
But
was
we were
5.
little. Yeah.
We were little. Yeah.
They.
I wasn't doing that. Imagine my 5-year-old ass walking around with an ombre.
Oh my god.
Not too far off, actually.
I was just about to say.
From what I was doing. But yeah, I just think that's crazy. And then now we can look back at when Lived in Color kind of became
Yes.
repopularized. It was literally just given a more modern name, but it's the same fucking thing as an ombre. It's the same idea. You don't
Same
have to get
idea.
your hair done.
Exactly.
And that started to get popular probably 2020
Mhm.
after COVID, and
Yeah.
we couldn't get our hair done.
Yeah.
And we is valid at this
That-
point
yeah.
because we were getting our
That
hair
is
done
me.
by 2020.
Exactly.
But it's
But
just crazy.
that actually also is a good point to like where trends start over season stuff that did start, because balayage, we've transformed Lived in Color. Lived in Color and balayage are not the same thing.
No, they're not.
So when you come in and ask for a balayage, if you're a client, you may get a result that looks like it, but it's not the same thing, in the sense that balayage started in France, I think.
It means to sweep.
Yes.
It is a technique,
It's a
of
technique.
doing hair.
And
not
that
a
has
look.
made its way over here. And now we have customized it to be Lived in Color.
Right.
Low maintenance color, whatever you want to call it.
Right. So yeah, it's just crazy to see those things already reflecting. And even from when we started doing hair in the salon, high contrast was so much more popular than it is now. We're already starting to phase out of that high contrast, super icy, all of those like unnatural vibes. And in turn, it makes sense to me because we've been so obsessed with the clean girl look and looking natural. And that's only going to get more prevalent as we go on. I definitely am kind of dabbling more into our trend predictions that we were going to make right now. That's definitely one of them. I think the contrast is phasing out completely for a long time.
I feel like there was like super blonde pieces on someone with maybe not my dark color, but something similar. And now it's something more like Reilly's hair.
Yeah.
Or my hair.
Very
but you can see it
monochromatic,
more.
tone on tone.
Yes.
Yeah. That's definitely showing with the celebrities too. Like a few that we named were like Tate McRae and Sydney Sweeney. Who else?
The Kardashians, they're not as much like the tone on tone. They're more just full on natural, like one tone.
Yes.
Kelsey Ballerini. I saw a clip of her hair and I died.
Hailey Bieber always. She's always inspo. I see her multiple times a week.
The bobs.
Yes.
I mean, literally simple as that. From her, I think she was the one that did the nails too.
Yeah, she did do the glazed donut nails.
Yeah.
Those were, big.
Yeah. So apparently Hailey Bieber has a lot of effect on
She does.
specifically her.
I hope she's doing well.
Yeah.
I keep seeing articles about Justin not doing well.
I know.
Poor baby. We also think haircuts, the layers have been so fun, but I think they're not going to last. I
don't
think
think so either.
people are going to want way more natural styles. We've also been doing, I feel like, a lot of bangs and just a big chop in general. Like those, like you just said, the bobs and the short hairstyles are really in. I think that's not going to last.
No.
It's going to phase out.
And I also think when we do big chops and bobs are in style, about a year, maybe a little longer after that, extensions pick back up.
Totally.
Because nobody wants their bob anymore.
Exactly. They're
Our
over
boss
it.
is literally a prime example of it.
Thank you. Trisha. Yes.
She is the trend.
She cut her hair like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. I don't even think it's been that long.
No.
And she already bought extensions to put in and she's dying without them. So she quick with those trends.
She quick
That's
with 'em.
for sure. I think same with more natural hair, like super silky, healthy hair.
Yes.
I think people are going to be a lot more in tune and care more about their health of their hair than their color,
Yes.
which we haven't seen in a long time.
No.
That blonde, oh my God, everyone cares more about being blonde than having healthy hair. And it kills me as a stylist. I'm like, oh, I want your hair to be long and shiny and pretty. But no. So I think that'll come through this year and people won't be so scared of haircuts anymore. You said that to me.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
I hope so.
Honestly.
I'm already getting less scared of haircuts. I'm
not.
not scared of them.
I changed my mind on haircuts.
I know.
About myself.
I know.
But yeah, I think that people will be more willing to do, maybe not a big chop, but more open to like our opinions on things and what has to be done to get there.
Totally. I hope so. Another thing, back to the trends, blowouts and bouncy layers and all of that stuff
Mhm.
have been in for so long.
Mhm.
And so have those at home like roller brushes. And now
Yes.
like you brought this up, like I've been using the Wavy Talk
Mhm.
thermal brush. Those are all great tools and they've only amplified that the blowout look is on trend.
It made achievable for everybody because everybody knows that holding a brush over your head and a blow dryer, even sometimes just like the blowout brushes that blow air out of them, those can be really difficult. So I feel like the brush such as the Wavy Talk one makes it so much easier.
Yeah, that's like a
It just
prime
holds.
example of a trend
Right.
becoming accessible and like widely normalized by the public. It's just so
Yes.
much easier for everyone to actually replicate.
Exactly. But then with like us saying that hair health, people have been more focused on that. It also has to be kept in mind that there has to be like steps taken to use something like that to get your trendy hair or the hair that you want, but also using things like heat protectant, whatever the case may be, to protect your hair from the damage, because that is like putting a curling iron in your hair.
Exactly.
So you can have both, but you have to do things differently to get both.
You just have to be really mindful
Yeah.
with that. I feel like the funny thing about me is that I either think I came up with the trend by myself and I'm
Delulu.
like, I started this, like it's because of me, or I hate it for 6 months and then I hop on it. Like
and then
late.
it's late. Yeah.
Exactly. Like there's no in between for me. I invented it or I hate it and then I'm late. Like with the business casual, I wouldn't wear it for so long. I always thought that one was cute,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, I don't think I
can't
can
get
wear
behind
that.
it,
And
yeah.
then now I wear so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in high school when animal print like came on trend.
Uh-huh.
I thought I invented that. Like literally, like, bitch, what?
What?
I bought like I think freshman year homecoming, I wore like snake print heels. They were so
Really?
cute, but it was before anyone else did. They weren't Steve Madden shoes, like as if Steve Madden didn't come up with the snakeskin trend.
That's so funny.
But I was literally like, yeah, everyone's copying me.
Shut up.
Yeah, I have big head.
Yeah, that's insane.
sometimes.
The only thing I don't like, and I'm trying to get over it because it's an easy way for people to explain things to us or just to like have conversations with people about things, is the names for shit.
Yeah.
Teddy Bear Brown.
Yeah.
Blueberry Milk Nails.
Yeah. Glazed donut nails.
Yeah. Like, yes,
oh,
we know what you're talking
I
about, but
saw
I don't
one
care.
recently. No, I don't care. I saw one recently and girls are calling like brass colored nails that are like chrome Moscow Mule nails.
I saw that. I saw one video of it and I scrolled past it. I might have even scrolled back to put not interested on TikTok.
I would like to mention a Moscow Mule isn't that color. It's the fucking cup that it comes in that is that color most of the time. Why are we calling it that?
Why
Why aren't
coming
we
up with
calling
these
it like
names?
penny nails? Because it
Penny
looks like a
nails.
fucking penny. Like, I don't know. Or a brass
Yeah,
or
that is simply what it is.
brown chrome.
Thanks.
Who would have thought?
Not them.
No.
The names like actually drive me insane. The haircuts,
Specifically at work. Yeah, the
wolf cut, the butterfly cut, there's another name for it.
what are people calling it now? I know the butterfly cut. People say that shit all the time.
Because yes, they may have like slight variants of them, like it might be like a slight difference. Like don't
Just show
don't
me a
tell
picture.
Yeah,
Just show me a picture and point at it and say, I like this about this.
right.
And that about that.
Yeah.
That's all we need
Because
to be
it's
doing.
also a sad day if I give you that haircut and you don't like it.
Right. You just liked it because it was trending. I feel like
Mhm.
that is a very much so thing that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
People just like things because they're trending. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, oh, shit,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
And also because people perceive things very differently.
Yeah.
Like then my brain just went
Yeah.
to like the cherry cola hair. The amount of times
Yes.
that I've had somebody come in, ask for that, and
Yes.
show me 3 different pictures of 3 different hair colors.
Yes. Cowboy copper.
Yes.
What even is that?
Right. In
Any-
my head,
it could
I
be any
like
copper.
can see something.
I do like it when people make fun of the naming trend. I've seen like flaming hot Cheeto hair. Like I've seen so much funny stuff. And I love when people do that.
I feel like
that's
Jacob Kahn also did that probably.
Yes.
Cool.
Like he did like what did he do? He did a haircut. He was like, this is my organic, gluten-free,
Yeah.
grass-fed
Like-
haircut. I'm like, okay. She's a skinny haircut. That's your Ozempic haircut. I love when
it's
people
too
do that.
much.
It's like, make it funny. Like,
No,
if you're gonna be
seriously.
naming shit, be funny.
Be funny.
Please.
I would be so bored if somebody was like, yeah, I want this hot Cheeto hair.
I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know what color a hot Cheeto is. Hell
Red
yeah.
40 hair?
Yes. You want that red 40 hair color. Can I get the yellow 7 hair color? Is that what the dye is called? Yellow 7?
Trends come and go very fast.
Very fast.
Very
It's actually
rapidly.
scary how much like waste there is because of trends. And same with like your hair. Like people damage the shit out of their hair just to
Mhm.
follow a trend and then they don't even like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you gotta really sit there. I think we need to be more diligent and sit there and think, do I like this or is it trending?
Yeah. Do I like the person that's in this picture with this hair?
Or will I actually like it on myself?
Right.
Answer's probably no. But
Unfortunately.
I am excited for this year's trends. I've been loving everything a lot softer and
Yes.
like prettier and just
I've
like
been waiting
girly
for this.
vibes. I know. I feel like my hair is always actually, now that I'm thinking about it, just like on the trend.
Yeah, it is. My hair's always the same, so I don't count.
Yeah. Well, this one was short and sweet.
Quick little trend update, trend prediction kind of.
Our trend forecast for
Yes.
2025, if you will. Do you guys like the 2025 trends?
What do you think are going to be the trends this year?
Do you agree with us or do you think we're just so off the mark? I think
I
we're
think
on
we're
it.
on.
Yeah.
Our heads just explode.
I don't know. Hell yeah. Also, if there's any trends that we missed, let us know. We need to be on trend or
Right.
else our clients are going to make fun of us.
Yeah. So don't let us look stupid.
Please.
Keep an eye out for all of our new episodes on all the streaming platforms. They'll be uploaded on Thursday mornings at 7 a.m.
Again, I'm Reilly. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Reilly Ruth Beauty.
I am Hailee, and I'm on Instagram at Creations by Hailee Christine and TikTok at Creations by Hailee.
This was your backstage pass to the beauty industry.
Just the real truth about BFFs living and styling after dark.